Well, yesterday was the day of the eclipse in Clarksville, Arkansas. And we decided earlier in the day that we were going to Edith's home to watch the eclipse. Bob and Maloney got there first, and I finally pulled in about noon. The eclipse had just started. We all settled on Edith's new porch that Bob had put a cover over for her earlier in this year. And they had 3 chairs out there on the porch already, and they managed to make room for one more. It was so uncomfortable, though, because every time when somebody go up to look at the eclipse, they'd have to step down on the steps, and as clumsy as we all were, we were afraid we were going to fall. So somebody had the bright idea of moving them into the yard. And that was a great idea. Bob parked his truck there under the shade, and he moved it forward, so we moved in behind where the truck had been. We all settled in for the eclipse. And we could sit back in our chairs and look up at the eclipse. And it was so neat. It was just exciting. And everybody, of course, had their cameras out trying to take pictures of it, the eclipse from the front yard of Edith's home. And then the thing started to happen. Through our glasses, we could see that a big old bite had been took out of the sun as it got dark, as the moon moved over it. Well, then we were all so excited that then the next thing we noticed that the roosters got the cock-a-doodle-doodling. and, and as the moon covered over the sun, we looked up to see the skydivers that were jumping out of airplanes. And at one time during the eclipse, there were at least 8 skydivers with those parachutes that they can guide around and land back where they took off at in the plane at the airport. And so, boy, we were having such a great time. The cock-a-doodle-doo of the roosters in our community. I think everybody's got a rooster out there. And there were just a few people besides us out in their yards. And the skydiving started earlier, but it got real intense during the darkest part of the eclipse, when there were at least 8 parachutists out there. And one time we heard a shout go out of people screaming, and we could hear it real loud there up on the hillside above the airport. And apparently a plane had come in from Fayetteville with 4 people on board, and had, just as it went to take off from the airport, it didn't make it, and it crashed. And they had helicopters coming in from all directions to take people to apparently Clarksville was the airport they were taking them to, in helicopters and airplanes. The 4 people, I don't think nobody died, from my understanding at the latest. And I was just absolutely amazed with the pictures people were sending one another. This event was the most exciting thing we've done in a long time. We take our opportunity every Sunday morning to eat gravy and biscuits at Hardee's with our family that gathers with us each Sunday. And that is a big event in our life, too. We started that about a year ago when Edith and I were the only 2 here. And we were only texting one another every day. And so we decided to eat meat and have biscuits and gravy at Hardee's. Best deal ever was, when you get 2 biscuits and 2 gravies and a senior drink for $7 and a nickel. What a deal, what a deal. And I thought I had to tell this story to all of our family. This we will remember the rest of our lives. This little happening on the hillside in Edith's front yard. And this is my story. Bye-bye. Wait till the next time. And I think we have another one coming someday soon. This is April the 8th at 12 o'clock p.m. This is Cecil Zollicoffer telling this tale. Goodbye.